Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Ruach HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone. Honors, salutations, and blessings to the house of David, which is the elect, starting with the 144,000 prophets, the men that are preaching the gospel of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai in all sincerity, diligence, and truth, and to the rest of the believers that are listening and learning. To you, I say shalom, salakia. So just something real quick, couple articles that I came across. This is coming from Newsweek. It says Sweden issues ominous warning to citizens, right? So it says Sweden officials are warning their citizens to be readier than ever in case of war. Now, this is a fairly lengthy article, so I'm not going to read, throughout the whole thing. But, the first sentence basically tells it all, right? And Sweden is just one of many European countries that, as of recent, has been echoing the same sentiment. I believe a couple weeks ago, you had the president or prime minister of the Netherlands say the same thing to their citizens. So the mentality that is being pushed throughout the world, all right, in these particular regions are what? Prepare war, all right, which is all according to biblical prophecy. Joel, the 3rd chapter, the 9th verse on down. So the thing is, why are these, kings and these rulers saying these things? All right, because they see ultimately where this is headed, right? We are already in a, in the makings of the third War's War, right? So let's read on. It says in May 2022, Sweden and Finland, known for the neutrality, announced that they would join NATO in response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine earlier that year. While Finland officially joined the alliance in April 2023, Sweden's bid to join faced obstacles when Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan criticized the nation's alleged inaction against Islamophobia, calling it a red line. Hungary has also expressed concerns about Swedish membership. Now, as we know, Turkey is already a member of NATO, but once again, according to prophecy, it tells us in the book of Ezekiel, the 30th chapter, that Togomar, right, which is the area which is modern day known as Turkey, was going to join forces with Gog and Magog, which is Babylon the Great. All right, or I believe in Ezekiel the 38th chapter, it speaks of Gog and Magog. Let me just make sure. Ezekiel 38. Yep, Gog and Magog, right? Ezekiel 38:1. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog in the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him. Right? So as you jump down to verse 4, it says, And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with buckler and shields, all of them handling swords. Okay, and this is once again a prophecy speaking about the military might that Russia is going to come with, once it, enters into a direct war with NATO, all right, in the EU, all right, in the EU countries, all right, and we're seeing that all unfold, right now. Reading on verse 5, it says, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them. See, it says, will join you, all of them with shields and helmet. Gomar and all of his bands, the house of Togomar of the north quarter, and all of his bands, and many people with thee, right? So it says, Gomar and all of his armies will also join you, along with the armies of Beth Togomar from the distant north, and many others. See? So this is why you have, uh, um, NATO adding other European countries, to its, organization. However, Turkey, being a member of the NATO right now, is very acquainted, right, with Russia, right, and it has already been seen how um what's the word, their damn, I can't even think of the word, but basically them in America right now, their relations, that's what word I'm looking for, their relations with America is already being shown to be contentious. So like I said, I'm not going to read this whole article because it's fairly lengthy, but that basically sums it up there. I'm going to read this here. It says, for a nation for whom peace has been a pleasant companion for almost 210 years, the idea that it is an immovable constant is conveniently close at hand. Swedish Civil Defense Minister Carl said Sunday during an annual conference in Selin, a village on the country's eastern side. But taking comfort in this conclusion has become more dangerous than it has been for a very long time. He continued, many have said it before me, but let me do so in an official capacity, more plainly and with naked clarity. There could be war in Sweden. So, as he said, although it has enjoyed peace for almost 210 years, what are they saying right now? That what war is looming, okay? Because we are in a time of war, all right? As it says in the book of Ecclesiastes, right? There's a time of love, and it is a time for hate. There's a time of war, and there's a time of peace. We're not in the time of peace anymore. We were in that time, but as the scripture says, that the triumphing of the wicked is but for a moment. Okay, and as is written in the book of Revelation, 11th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, the book of Revelation 11, verse 14. The second woe, which is the second war, world war, is past. And behold, the third woe, war, cometh quickly. All right. The third woe is coming quickly. And the Third World War is only about 75 to, 77 years. Or should I say this? The Second World War was only about 75 to 77 years ago. So it's not something that happened hundreds of years ago. Okay. So that's why it's coming quickly. And as we're seeing it's shaping up very fast. All right, from what? From 2000 and when 2021, I believe, or 2022, when Russia invaded Ukraine, and then now you have this whole thing that's going on in the Middle East. You got the Houthis, obviously you got Hamas, and you have Iran now is being spoken about more and more as being a potential target for America and Israel. So you have war that is breaking out between major biblical prophetic players. Okay, so let's go here. So like I just read that one. This is coming from the Sun. It says, Britain on the brink of launching airstrikes on Yemen bases at the Houthis fire biggest drone blitz at Royal Navy warship. Defense Secretary Grant Shapps also vowed the Houthis rebels would face consequences. So now you have the Britain, right, is basically saying that they may attack the Houthis in Yemen, and we know that if that does take place, it's going to, cause a lot of backlash from the Arab nations that are, within the Middle East. So it says, asked if Britain would launch strikes on Yemen, he responded, watch this space. It came hours after HMS Diamond unleashed a devastating barrage of Sea Viper missiles and anti-aircraft cannon to defend itself on nearby ships in the Red Sea. Blah, blah, blah. He vowed that the Houthis rebels would face consequences for launching their largest attack on shipping with 18 kamikaze drones, 2 anti-ship cruise missiles, and a ballistic anti-ship missile on Tuesday night. He said he also vowed to lobby the Treasury to ramp up spending on defense to 2.5% of GDP. He said, quote, we are living in much more dangerous times. See, so he basically said the same thing that the defense minister of Sweden was saying. We're in dangerous times. Because why? Once again, we're not in a time of war. We're in a time of, we're not in a time of peace, right? In the book of Ezekiel, going back there, verse 7, it says what? Verse 5, chapter 7, verse 5, thus saith Yahweh God, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. Okay? Evil meaning bad times, dangerous times. An end is come, the end is come, it watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. And as we know, the end of this world is going to go out violently. It's going to go out through war. Because as war breaks off throughout the four corners of the earth, Yahweh Shai himself also is going to partake in this war. Right? Let's go to verse, where is it? Verse 14, it says, they have blown the trumpet even to make all ready, but none goeth to battle. For my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. Okay? So, hey, we are blowing the trumpet, right? And you still have a lot of our own people that are in this la-la land like spirit, not thinking, all right, or not understanding the time that we're in, or understanding the will of the Lord. All right, they still have this false sense of security that everything is going to be, okay, right? That things are not going to, spiral out of control. But the thing is, everything that is happening is actually in control of the Most High, is in control of it, and He's going to have these things happen because it is written. And ultimately, this age, all right, is come to its end. It's reached its peak. All right, Joel, let's get that in the second chapter. Blow ye, verse 1, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh cometh, for it is nigh at hand. Okay, and as the scriptures, actually, let's read on. It says, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. Now, how was this darkness, and why is it going to be thick clouds? Because of the mushroom clouds from the missiles, all right, the nuclear missiles that are going to be being shot throughout the world. But here in Babylon the Great, all right, this place is going to get bombarded and utterly destroyed by way of those missiles in the World War III. You see? And it is in that day that Yahweh Shai is going to return. So the day of Yahweh Shai, when he returns, is going to be dark because of the thick clouds from the blast of the ICBM missiles is going to cover up the sun. It's going to block out the sun. But Yahweh Shai, with the brightness of his coming, right, the world is going to see him, because everything's going to be dark, but then you're just going to see this bright entity, right, coming with great power, all right, from the heavens down to the earth. That's what the day of the Lord is going to be. It says, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there hath not been ever the like. neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. So that day when Yahushua returns is going to be a day to remember forever. Okay, because it's going to be the day where this war reaches its heightened level, which all of these nations are preparing or getting ready for that, right? As it says in the book of Joel, the 3rd chapter, multitudes, all right? And also in Zephaniah, the 3rd chapter, it tells what? That it is the Lord's determination to gather the nations. Okay, so like I said, just something real quick, just wanted to touch on this, showing you, every day the Lord is having these things take place. All right. Also, Salakia, in this article, they are specifically naming Iran. Okay, and that's something to continuously keep an eye out on, because we know that Iran is very pertinent to the third war. Going really hot. Now, of course, we know that there's prophecies, namely the mark of the beast, Jacob's trouble, that need to take place before this actually, gets to its heightened level. But we are literally watching it unfold. Okay, we're watching it continuously build up, and if that's the case, then that means that those other prophecies got to be even closer. Okay, the mark of the beast, Jacob's trouble, those got to be even closer, seeing how the World War III is really right around the corner. Okay, so with that, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Till next time, Shalom.